It's a Wednesday, and you know how we do it. Courtesy of EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, we'd have another package for you on AM Business. Today, it's a special. We want to tell you about a baker who is using leaves to bake her bread. How does she do it? How has this journey been like for her? Well, AM Business up next.
Have you ever wondered how your favorite bread is being baked out there before coming to the market? Here in Jamestown, we visit a baker who uses leaves to bake his bread.
The idea of this soul leaf bread started way back 100 years ago, a couple of years ago. And then it started from my great grandmother, as you can see, because the time is very long. So they thought it wise to get a bread that the leaves were there. They were using it to sell rice and wache and other things, as you can see. So they thought it wise to fuse, like they were baking bread. So how would they use the leaf that is already in existence to bake their bread? So they thought it wise to put the bread in the leaves, straight in the leaves, then straight to the oven when the oven is hot. So that's how we do it. The bread is molded in round shapes, and then it's placed in the leaves like in 6 sets, and then it's placed in the oven. That's all.
Don't the leaves get burnt at a point or something?
Yeah, the leaves doesn't get burnt at all. It's burnt to some point. You can see it's burnt to some point. We have some in the oven that is already. It doesn't burn at all. It gets dried, and then the bread gets baked. At times when the fire is too hot, the leaf will get burnt, but it will not burn it will burn the under part of the bread, but not the whole bread. We have improvised the way we mold our bread on the leaves. As you can see, the size and the shape of the leaf. We mold the bread in circular shapes, and then we place it on the leaves. So basically, when we are starting the leaves bread, this one is steel bread. Basically, when we are starting the leaves bread, we first clean the leaves for hygiene's sake, so that it will be very clean, and then secondly, cut the bread in circular shapes. So the molder here is going to mold the bread in circular shapes. So since it's the leaf, if it's in circular shapes, when you put the leaf down like this, you add both of them, so it will stick to each other. So that's how we place the bread in the leaf. So it can be in the 100s and the 200s. They are all like this. So another one, and then the third one will be like this.
Where do you get these leaves from?
These leaves, we get it from the market, but I was told they usually come. We have a greater part of it coming from Togo and Cote d'Ivoire. That's where we get most of the leaves from. But some are also found in Ghana, but we don't have much quantity found in Ghana, because right now some restaurants use the leaves for serving their foods.
So you'll be taking me through how you guys from the molding to other processes and all, but I would want to speak to your mom. It's a time when we started to open we be
me ankasa de me start say me ye adwuma ne de me fan say be 20 years ni by na yidi no.
I've been baking bread with leaves for the past 20 years. My grandparents introduced me to it. Baking bread with leaves is healthy. That's why they opted for this.
Brodo nimti omo brodo no almost start ye no. Omo anfa chemicals bia to say incense ni ade no. Omo anfa bia mu.
The leaves give the bread some nice flavor. The feedback from the market has been very positive over the years. The workers are paid with the money we make out of baking the bread. I bake sugar, tea, and brown bread.
Flavor for workers better. I'm in your because ebodoni ye bi enra no ye bi ena ya to na no pay ena wie yusu no anopen so yes abobi aye beto na nwumre so nti workers dey ebi wo hono a omo fiti eni omo a omo ede ba eni omo a omo bo eni omo a omo to eni ade nyina nti at least eno mu na ye di tu omo ka omo a obi a wo ye ho adwuma bia eno mu ni ye di tu omo ka me ye brown bread me ye tea bread ansana my ahabemu so de no but ahabemu de na nkasa na ye brodo a ye sheda ye wa ha pa but also be beba no beka so enu de me pe sugar nti wo se wutimi ye sugar wo se wutimi ye brown bread wo se wutimi se na be ye obi ba ne a openi nyina no obetimi enya bi etu akora.
So if it's proof like this and your fire is ready like this one, since it's in the leaves, it needs to be taken with care. When you are taking it out of the carrier, it needs to be taken with care, because when you shake it, the proof dough will like, I don't like the shape you want to get. You wouldn't get that shape, so you move from the distance with care. Just soft like this, and then it's placed on your loader like this, and then placed into the oven like this. So we are now taking it out of the oven. As I said, it took about 20 to 25 minutes to get well baked. So we are now taking it out of the oven. So this is the process how we take it out of the oven. So it's being taken out one by one, like the way I loaded it. So as you can see with the fire, see how it looks like.
My friend introduced me to this leaf bread. I must say that is very good. Even though the profit is not enough, demand for the bread is high.
So it's exactly 7 a.m. and my breakfast is already. Catch you at the other side of the board. For Joy Business, James Ishen.